So we kicked off the show. We had Vince McMahon with a cold open. Vinnie Mac starts off the show by saying, "I'm gonna inject."
No, he doesn't say this.
I mean, he should have. He did at one point.
He didn't say that.
He did at some point. This is the era where the NWO comes to WWE, and they had the No Way Out pay-per-view. The NWO pay-per-view.
Yes. That was pretty well timed, though, for real. Like,
yeah, it was.
They could have debuted at any time. They debuted at NWO. That's pretty cool.
And they made them look like complete jabronis. Man, they jabroned these dudes out quick, huh?
Wow. It did not take long. They had, and like, what's crazy is, so Vince is cutting this promo. He's talking about what happened on Raw, which we'll talk about later because they do a 10-minute segment going over what happened on Raw. But
they said it's a flashback, and then they played just Raw. They just played Raw.
Timestamps.
It's not flashback. It's Raw.
It's the angle where the NWO run a tractor trailer into an ambulance that The Rock was inside of, which, cool fucking angle. And it made it to the video game, which is also
Shut your mouth.
Very cool. Yes. So anything that makes it to a video game is worth remembering. And it was even crazier than I kind of remember, like trailer slamming into this ambulance. Like, what a fucking cool visual. So Vince is
base Yoshihashi. You got the stick.
Loose explosion. Tacos.
Yeah, we may or may not have the New Japan Rambo up also right now. So.
Yeah, you may not get running Wrestle Kingdom commentary during this. Sorry about that. So Vince is talking about punishing the NWO for what they did to The Rock. They need to be held responsible for their actions and should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So it turns out that the officers of the law say that the punishment is community service.
And they have to apologize.
It's an adequate action that they have to do community service, and they have to publicly apologize to not only The Rock, but to all of you. So what the fuck? Near murder. And just apologize and pick up some trash. Piece of trash.
You know what? It made me, I was thinking back to the video game. The way they show it in the video game is a little different. Maybe I remember it more from the video game, than I do in my actual mind of what this was. Because in the video game, it's in the middle of the goddamn street. Out in the middle.
No, it's outside of the building. This isn't like the parking lot, but in the game, it's like out front in the regular traffic.
And he just runs. He just destroys it.
I forgot about that. You're right. It's just there's like pedestrians walking by. There's just an ambulance there. The Rock's being loaded into the ambulance outside the front of a building, and then the NWO just come flying by. NWO for life, dude.
Oh man, I can't wait till we get to that part of the show because Hogan was just, I don't even know what he was on.
But yeah, so Vince cuts a promo and then we get the intro to SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't know what was on these nipples, but they got me bricked. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Jerry's crazy. And this is where we start the WWF flashback.
Dude.
This is not any regular flashback.
No.
They literally played at least 15 to 20 minutes of Raw, just straight up.
Yeah, like, there's only been one match on the show and it ended at DQ. Now we're getting a 20-minute recap of Raw.
The poison has arrived.
Every time they show a new clip, also, I don't know why they did this. Instead of just saying, oh, this happened at the pay-per-view, last Sunday, 8:01 p.m. What the why did they have a timestamp for everything here?
I kind of wish they was all like that. I need to know the time. It makes it a little cooler to me.
Do you need to know? I don't think it had any relevance on what happened.
PM. Yeah, it did. To me.
I wish they would have just lied. Like, how do you even know they're telling the truth? You tell me that they knew for sure that Hogan cut a promo putting himself over at 9:52 p.m. on Raw?
Yeah, they had to check it 3 times when they gave it to the police. So the NWO debuts at the No Way Out pay-per-view. I always thought it was weird that the NWO debuted at this pay-per-view, and then the pay-per-view was just a big road sign.
Yeah, well, there's tractor trailers there, too.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. I thought they were going to go... Maybe I thought they were going to go a little more in on the NWO, but I guess at this point, WCW had been dead for quite a bit, so maybe they thought, like, it wouldn't. And they
wanted it to die even more.
Yeah, maybe they thought they just wouldn't have as much hoopla than if they would have came in immediately when WCW folded. Yeah. But I don't think that was the fucking case, man. I feel like they could have treated this a lot different, but it's still made for...
Dude, the NWO coming to WWE, it was like the dream of every wrestling fan at that time, like that watched during that time. You're telling me they could have got a year out of that?
Yeah, but for some reason they had them debut at No Way Out and go, hey man, we're just here to kind of hang out, you know, we're just whatever.
and get beat up by all their top guys.
That was the big thing. Vince goes, I'm going to inject a lethal dose. And Hulk Hogan goes, hey, brother, we just want a job.
And not only that, it's not even like it's like 2 months later, and all of them lose at Mania.
And then Hogan goes, yeah, whatever, I'm kind of done with this whole NWO thing. What the fuck?
Thanks, brother.
Damn, dude, he played these dudes hard.
Yeah, he just wanted a contract, bro. He just wanted a job.
So at the No Way Out pay-per-view, Austin faced Jericho for the Undisputed title. The NWO interfered, costing Austin the match, and they spray painted NWO on Steve Austin's back.
And Scott Hall did a diamond cutter.
And I love that Austin never, ever gave Scott Hall anything on any of those stunners, bro. Ever.
None of them.
Scott Hall gave Austin some of the best stunners he ever did. Austin didn't even bump for them things. He didn't even think about it.
Made sure they look like shit every time.
He never hit one good one ever on Austin. Ever. Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that.
Then at 9:04 p.m. on Monday, Austin cut a promo.
Austin comes out, calls them out on Raw. They come out, and then they just leave. See ya.
Yeah. And then at 9:17 p.m., Stone Cold's getting arrested, and Scott Hall says, have a nice night in jail. But then at 9:39 p.m., Hogan tells Hall and Nash to head out. They were all going to leave in a limo.
Times? Did you write these times down?
Yes, motherfucker.
Oh.
They put them on the screen, and I'm making sure that they know that they put these in the promos to convince me that at 9:17 they did that, and then at 9:39 Hogan told Hall and Nash to leave in the limo because he had something to say. Tiger Mask. Oh shit! Look at that.
Whoa.
At 9:52 p.m., Hogan cut a promo, putting himself over. He just talks about himself the whole time.
There will never be a bigger star than me, brother.
Yeah. I'm really good, brother. Don't worry about Hall and Nash, dude. He told his friends to go home so he could put himself over. Fuck.
Look, I really need this job, brother.
I got a lot of kids, dude. Linda's draining me, bro. Alimony.
Jay Lawler, alimony.
I know about that. Wow. The Rock interrupts, but they didn't tell me what time it happened at, so it really fucked up my timeline.
Oh no times.
They didn't
when did
tell
The Rock
me.
arrive? When did The Rock show up?
The Rock challenges Hogan to a match at Mania, and then The Rock hits the rock bottom on Hogan, and NWO attack Rock at 10:07 p.m.
Oh, thank you. We're good. We got time.
Then it took from they whooped his ass from 10:07 p.m. to 10:18 p.m. when The Rock is getting loaded into the ambulance. So it was quite the beatdown.
Yeah, it was funny because like they're trying to set up for the Hogan versus Rock match at Mania. The Rock goes, what about a match with The Rock? That's one of the most iconic moments ever. And then Hogan said, no. And then it ends up, that match never happens. Hogan leaves wrestling, The Rock goes to TNA, and then he immediately meets the requirements for a pay raise from Jeff Jarrett, which is fucking 1 in a 2 shot. 50% chance.
Imagine a world where that was really what happened. He's at the meeting, he's sitting there, Rikishi's off to the side because he got the recommendations. He's like, you know what, you can't take me. I got just the thing. He stands to the side, raising the roof as The Rock is being interviewed by Jeff Jarrett. And he says, you actually check one of these boxes.
Look at the list. You are The Rock.
Is he The Rock? Yeah, you are The Rock. You know what? You're in.
That would be an awesome timeline. Probably better than the actual timeline.
God. How did that's fucked up, man. I wish we had more pull in wrestling around that time.
What about my match with The Rock? No, brother.
No, dude. I want Austin. The fuck are you? That's why we're beating up Austin. What are you doing?
We want to do the Austin angle, dude.
We're doing an Austin angle. Rock, go away. Hogan didn't want to wrestle Rock so much, he tries to kill him. So, 10:18 p.m., The Rock is loaded into the ambulance, and then it's driving away, and it gets stopped by a tractor trailer. And the NWO is back in a limo. They never left. The NWO attack the ambulance. The EMT's running away. This is just straight out of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it is. It truly is.
Just smashing with pipes and tire irons. The NWO then chained the back of the ambulance to keep The Rock in there, despite the fact that The Rock is strapped to a stretcher. He was not going anywhere.
He's on the gurney the whole time, yeah.
He was, as this is going on. And then they run this trailer into the ambulance. And what does Hogan say before this, Jay?
Oh, my God. All right, so Hogan... Dude, I swear to God, he don't even know what he's saying. He's just saying words.
Just hitting the fucking lines, the sound bites.
Yeah, so they slap up this ambulance with all the stuff, make sure he doesn't get out or whatever. Hall locks the doors shut, and then Hollywood goes into the big rig, and right before he does it, he pats him on the back and he goes, "Hey, let Hollywood lay the smackdown on his crippled ass NWO style for life." What? What does that mean? Let Hollywood lay the smackdown on his crippled ass NWO style for life? What the fuck
Why you
does
let the
that
thousands
mean?
and millions of NWOites run all over his ass, dude, for life's too
For
sweet.
life. Too sweet. Oh, NWO for life.
Just everything was for life.
What did that mean?
How about you go one-on-one with The Rock? No. All right, well, how about for life? Oh. He starts hulking up.
What about a match with The Rock? No.
For life, no. Never.
Don't ever talk to me again. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to wrestle you so much. I'm gonna have my friends hit you with this trailer for life.
Why the SmackDown's coming at NWO style for life? He said that with a straight face. I mean, you are 40-something years old at this point. It's unbelievable.
He's so tan.
God, he is incredibly tan.
You know what's even more fucked about this? They hit The Rock with this trailer. The Rock comes back in like a week. Mania's in 3 weeks.
You go one-on-one with The Rock.
He fucking gets slammed with his trailer. How is he not dead? I don't know when he comes back, but he's in time for Mania. And he wins.
We saw Triple H fucking die at Survivor Series.
He got flipped upside down.
He took like 2 weeks off and then came back. So like
that's what happened here.
Yeah, there's something in the water out there. I don't know.
Unbelievable for life.
Yeah, at least they got the match out of it where the crowd was super into it.
That's an all-timer. That's when wrestling ended for me.
that was literally the season finale of the WWE. Everything after was some shitty spin-off.
The series finale.
After that, everything was just like
non-canon.
This sucks.
Put it aside. Bam, non-canon.
This is the Netflix version. Get this fucking shit out of here. The live-action WWF movie. Get the fuck out of here.
For life.
This is the NWO style for life version. Get this fucking shit out of here. This shit sucks. Dude, so Hogan hits the ambulance, but not only once, he hits it 3 times. At least 3.
That's right.
What's up with that?
I think in my head it wasn't that many times because I thought in the games it was just them replaying it.
Yeah, you're right. Like a slow-mo kind of.
Yeah, like they go just different angles. Like it's the same spot but just different angles. But I guess it was
which makes it even crazier
times.
that Rock comes back so quickly.
Yes.
They destroyed the ambulance, and then Rock said, "Do you want to go one-on-one with The Rock at WrestleMania?"
He pops his head out of the ambulance.
The Rock says, "NWO style for life."
I didn't get an answer.
That would have been way fucking cooler than what they did. He pops out the back of the gurney. The Rock says.
The ambulance doors got busted open, so his gurney rolls out of the back of it. He pops his head up, eyebrow raised. So do you want to go one-on-one with the great one? No, dude.
The Rock literally can't talk unless he's cutting a promo. So that's all he can do.
I don't want to wrestle you ever for life.
I'm going to TNA now. Bye. I would love someone to draw that. Just the Rock just peeking his head up a busted ass ambulance. The Rock says, "Do you want a match with the great one?"
How about a match with The Rock? His bloody, busted up head peeking out of the ambulance.
Backs the fucking shit up and hits him again. Fucking please.
Runs over his head.
Just gets right back up.
His beheaded Rock head rolling around. What about now?
This is fucking Evil Dead. This is a Sam Raimi movie. So that was all a flashback. None of this actually happened on this show.
Yeah, that wasn't on SmackDown at all.
So that didn't happen at all. Now we get to the NWO public apology. This is part of their gimmick they have to do, where they have to do community service and they have to publicly apologize.
Yes. by law.
So NWO comes out with a piece of paper, a very scripted apology. And
Yes.
Michael Cole really says it a lot. He said, this is scripted. This is scripted. This whole show is scripted.
Michael Cole says, they're reading from a prepared statement. They don't even mean this. Yeah, no shit, bro.
Yeah, no kidding. Kevin Nash starts it off. It's really just a bunch of bullshit. It's very boring, to be honest with you.
It's what you think it would be at what a prepared apology.
So then he hands it off to Scott Hall, and I was really hoping that Scott Hall would get the paper and look at it, and he'd go, hey, yo. I was really
It says right
hoping he
here,
would.
survey time. Hogan has a good line here, though. He says, Hogan says, Rock, I hope you can forgive me like I have forgiven you for attacking me first.
Yeah, Hogan's part was the best part. They didn't even give
That's
anything to
fucking
Nash and
hilarious.
Hall.
That was pretty good.